I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investment Pitch Media and the Crypto Coin Show. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Darius Kozlovskis, the CEO of Drops. Darius, welcome to the show, and thanks for taking the time to be here.
Thank you for hosting me here. It's a real pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to dive into the world of NFTs and decentralized finance, and there's so many possibilities now that we have these functionalities inside of the NFT world, and I'm excited to hear what Drops is building. I know you're working on some revolutionary innovations in NFTs. I would love for you to just kick it off, with us for just a high-level overview of, what is the main focus of Drops, and what are some of the solutions that you're bringing to the table in the cryptocurrency world?
Yeah, of course. So, Drops is a platform that brings more utility to the NFT assets, and that's done through trustless NFT loans and NFT staking. So eventually users can come with their NFTs to our platform and, they can obtain a loan in a trustless way without any permissions, or use them to stake and earn additional income from it. So yeah, that's actually our main goal, is just to enable users to get as much value as possible from their NFT assets.
Definitely. And NFTs have exploded, in the last 6 months mainly, but even in the last 12 months and throughout 2020, they really started to gain a lot of traction. Do you see a lot of problems that need to be solved in the NFT market right now, considering it's growing so quickly?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the main issue is like with the collectible NFTs, for example, if the NFT itself doesn't get enough utility, it can be used anywhere, then with time it quite loses its value. And yeah, of course, if there is a community backing it, so it can be supported. But in most cases, like after the hype cycle, those NFT assets become, pretty much useless. And yeah, we're trying to also kind of prevent that and extend the utility of them. And that's done through, for our solutions. But yeah, so that's from the collectible assets part. There's also NFT games, NFT-based games, and we're going to see explosion of them probably like this year and next year. And games themselves, they develop kind of like closed ecosystem. However, since it's an NFT, it could be used at any place at the blockchain. So we're also helping for game assets to extend their usage. Not just within the game, but if it's, for example, like a really valuable character or a really valuable piece of land. So while it's idle, not doing anything, it could be put at our platform and generate extra yield from it.
Definitely, and it's exciting to be able to turn things into income-generating assets, especially just digital items that before they were just sitting there. And this is something that's fairly new. NFTs have only just become popular to the mainstream in the most recent months, but now including financial products into NFTs is taking it to the next level, which I'm sure people are happy with if they're able to generate income. I know that there's a couple people that have been talking about, hey, we need to make use of these NFTs and provide value in different ways, and adding in decentralized finance functionality into it is one of the priority use cases right now. There are some other platforms that are trying to do this as well. Is there something unique about Drops, or something different from other platforms that are trying to work with NFTs that might give Drops a competitive advantage moving into the market?
Yeah, I would say our the main difference how we approach there are solutions for NFTs, for the loans and for fractionalization, and current approaches, they include like peer-to-peer loans. So just like we had, before even this DeFi stuff, we had on the internet this peer-to-peer loans where you request a loan and someone funds it. So it works pretty much the same with NFTs that other projects are implementing. However, we're taking a step further and by creating a trustless way to obtain a loan. and it includes quite complex solution involving like margin NFTs. That's something maybe I can elaborate a bit later, but that allows us, well, for any user to come to a platform, and we would support a wide variety of NFTs, and then without asking the permission, obtain a loan that is quite fair to the value of the NFT at the market. So yeah, that's really one thing. And secondly, like since we allow to obtain these trustless loans, it's also possible to build like vaults that would include farming strategies, and this in turn would enable for NFT to generate yield. So probably, yeah, there are solutions on the market with merging DeFi with NFTs, and yeah, they're all exciting. And we're just trying to take what is best, what's available, put it all together, and create a solution that can, benefit users even more.
Definitely, Darius. And I'm glad that you mentioned some of that, because I was going to ask you about the main products upon the launch of Drops, in terms of somebody that hasn't been involved in decentralized finance before, and they've now bought their first NFT, trying to find out how they can turn this into an income generating asset and use the financial products with their NFTs. You mentioned margin loans there. You mentioned yield farming. Can you just give like a high level overview of like the primary financial products that you're going to be delivering first upon the launch in terms of loans and derivatives?
Yeah. So at first we're going to launch just a simple loans for ERC20 tokens, which will serve a foundation for the loans protocol. So that is already in testnet, and probably next month, we have scheduled it for the mainnet. Then there are a couple more things involved here, which is fractionalization and margin NFT protocol. So in third quarter of this year, that's also going to be live, and that's when users will be able to come to the platform and create a margin NFT, and then this margin NFT in turn can be used in loans and staking and vaults. So that's how it will work.
That's really exciting. And when you launch, are you planning on, do you think that incentivization of the returns just from the yield farming will be enough to incentivize early adopters to jump on Drops early on? Or are you also planning other marketing strategies, or do you just expect organic growth to happen on the platform?
Yeah, of course. Well, we do expect at some extent some organic growth, but that won't be really a primary thing. We do offer something really valuable to NFT projects, and we would really rely on this marketing through the partnerships, because, well, what we offer for NFT projects is basically extend the utility of their NFTs. Also, we would have an option to list their governance tokens at our loans protocol, which is also quite beneficial. And so one area of marketing, would be definitely through the partnerships. Second area, would be also through we'll be launching our own NFTs, and these NFTs also have some utility at the platform, so that would also bring us some additional exposure. So that's planned for now, and as we keep growing, we'll have the ambassadors program. So we would be able to create an independent communities, from different countries around the world. Yeah, actually, yes, we already have communities in Russia, in Turkey, China, and Vietnam. And after the launch, we'll just keep adding more interesting incentives to keep them engaged and active within our community.
Definitely, and that's really exciting for you to be able to add other projects' governance tokens into the into the loans. I think that will help a lot with the partnerships and bringing the communities together, because a lot of these other DeFi projects, they really rely on strong communities, and they do have strong communities. So being able to partner with that should help Drops, in the long term. And you mentioned building your own NFTs. I'm curious about any partnerships that you may have or you have in the works in terms of, on the NFT side. Are you looking to partner with artists or have specific collections and stories, or how are you going to generate more attraction to the NFTs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did partner with several artists from the community, but the NFT itself that we're launching, well, it's like a Genesis Drops NFT, and it will just 100 unique pieces that will be sold, and yeah, they will have their own NFT staking pool and all fractionalization, and yeah, they'll be also usable as a way to obtain our governance tokens. So that's from one way, but yeah, we also have some projects in the pipeline already that are interested to get on board with Drops. Many of them are from Polygon, and so yeah, I can't really drop the names too early. Yep. But yeah, in the next coming weeks, we have a pretty good lineup, and yeah, we'll start going. Once we start launching it, well, there'll be more visibility to our project, and yeah, hopefully things will work out for Drops.
Definitely. No, I'm excited to see those future partnerships as you launch the platform, and everything is going to be coming really quick here. I know you have some near-term deadlines, and you did mention the governance token, for the NFT Genesis Drops NFT that you're going to create, and and how that ties into the governance token, the Drops DOP token. Could you talk a little bit more about the token? Is it required to purchase the NFTs? Does it have to be used within the loans? How else is it used within the Drops ecosystem, and does it create a sustainable ecosystem?
Yeah, so DOP token is actually at the core of our governance system, and since we have I would say two main products, which is this NFT margins with fractionalization and loans. So we'll have on-chain governance to manage the token emission, to, for example, incentivize some liquidity pairs, or incentivize more certain tokens at the loans protocol. So yeah, it will have like this wait for the governance. Then another thing is the evaluation of the NFT value. So so governance tokens will be also involved in setting the price ranges of how much NFT can be worth in order to support this margin NFT system. And yeah, lastly, the fees that accrued from the whole protocol, they'll be going to Treasury, and the token holders can basically vote what to do with those funds in the Treasury. Should they use for for buybacks and distribution, or should they be put as a rewards to certain programs? So yeah, that would be the role of the token and the ecosystem, and in the long run, probably it will have a pretty heavy weight. If once NFT space becomes more saturated, then yeah, they will want to have their NFTs listed as accepted collateral, let's say, or when NFT projects will want to have their tokens listed as collateral. Well, the DOP will be the token that will create those permissions, and yeah, we can hope only that that it will be the one of interest and utility.
Definitely. And Darius, can you give me a timeline in terms of, I know the token launches soon, and then the first launch of the platform. What's the short-term timeline to get all of these things out into the public?
Yeah, so on 21st of May, we're going to have the IDO at Polkastarter, which will be followed the same day by listing at one of the decentralized exchanges, and then somewhere in the middle of June, we will launch the loans protocol on mainnet, and then shortly after we'll be launching also on Polygon. And by the end of the third quarter, we plan to deploy the NFT staking, the margin NFTs to the mainnet as well.
Great. And for the viewers that are looking to get involved with Drops and follow along for the NFT launch and the token launch, what's the best way for them to get involved with the community and to learn more?
Yeah, it's just go over to the website. It's drops.co, and also you can follow us on Twitter. It's at DropsNFT. You can join our Telegram chats. Also, we have Discord group, and we have a friendly community, and you can ask anything. And I might even we have moderators that actively answer questions. I also hang out there. So yeah, feel free to come.
Sounds great, Darius. I will leave those links in the description box below as well for the viewers. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on to talk about Drops. I'm excited for your innovations in the NFT space. I'll be following along, and let's follow up in the near future.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you, Ashton, for this interview.